It's time for the massive, pivotal earnings call for PayPal stock. And no, I'm not being dramatic or anything else like that, but when a new management team comes in and turns a whole company upside down, these first few earnings calls are massive to setting the tone on, can this management team actually do what they say, or are they just all talk and the company is going absolutely nowhere? So let's talk about what's important on this earnings and what my plan is based upon those earnings for PayPal stock. But there is a massive, massive, massive warning that comes with all of this. Of course, Wall Street is looking to screw you as an investor and leave you mad at the world, mad at investing, mad at myself, mad at everyone. So we got to get to this warning as well and make sure you understand it because it is critical to your investing. Just make sure you like the video if you like getting the truth without the hype. And if you want information on financial freedom and retiring early, check out the pinned comment. That's for my new channel where that's all we talk about is that. So there are 3 things that matter on this earnings. And guys, I understand there's a lot more than that, but there are 3 main things that I'm focusing on in regards to this earnings that are kind of basically determine what happens with PayPal over the course of this next year in 2024. And then I'll tell you my exact plan for PayPal stock and exactly how Wall Street is going to try to screw you as well. Number 1, will the turnaround be complete this year? This one's actually the easy one of the entire group. Basically, are they on track to have everything completed this year, or are they already behind, or are they seeing it's going to take a lot longer than they first expected? Basically, will they have everything implemented this year in 2024, at least the big hitters in regards to 2024, so that way we kind of understand that where guidance is going to be and where we should see the stock by the end of the year. This is going to be huge because it basically sets the tone for not only Alex's vision, but now that they're starting to get into that vision, is he seeing it being able to flow out how he thought it was going to flow out and how he presented on the last earnings call? Remember, he didn't say to the moon this earnings call, so don't expect that. Don't expect anything like that. But there is an expectation there that he at least is still this early on performing and seeing everything kind of flowing out as he laid out. Basically, how good is he at projecting the future? And this right here is the first kind of litmus test for that. So that's the first thing that I'm looking for right there. The second is, what is the impact of getting rid of low profit offering? Have they started cutting all those low profit margin, basically products, services, anything else that they were offering out there that they wanted to get rid of? Have they started doing that? And what is going to be the impact on the bottom line? Obviously, if they've started, we're going to see an impact here, but what exactly is that currently? And then more importantly, what are they seeing in terms of future quarters in terms of the impact? How's it going to impact revenue? How is it going to impact short-term profits? How is it going to impact them long-term in terms of relationships and other things like that? Those are all issues that he's going to have to address on this earnings call, especially whenever we see something like customer count go down because they got rid of a lot of those low margin customers. And that he basically said that at the beginning. So it's not like that's shocking or anything else like that. He already said he was going to do that, but we want to see what are the real world, one, have you started it? And 2, what are the real world impacts to the company when they actually start doing that? So that right there is another key that I will be honing in on and listening intently for. What is that impact? So on to the last thing that matters here, and it's going to impact the most, guys. This one right here is going to be the biggest impact to this earnings call, and more importantly, how Wall Street is going to treat the stock after this earnings call. So we got to get to it because it's absolutely massive, which we've actually been discussing earnings of specific companies daily, listening to calls together in real time, breaking them down in real time, and a ton more in my group where monthly memberships are going away. So make sure you take advantage of the Valentine's Day sale and grab your spot before those monthly memberships are gone. Now don't worry, current monthly members and new signups can stay monthly members as long as they want. But once they're gone, there won't be any new monthly signups. There will only be annual memberships available after that for some time. And I'm doing this basically because the stock market mastery course revamp is almost complete, and it is 3 times larger and so much better than the prior course. So make sure you get your spot and take advantage of the Valentine's Day sale before the monthly memberships disappear. All right, so on to the last point here and the biggest point, and that is, what will be the EPS guidance moving forward? Alex has preached from the start, from when he took over, they are focusing on profitability, not customer count, not anything else, growing the profits hugely. That has been his focus. So what is the profit number we can expect this year? That's going to be something he's going to have to give on this earnings call, and it's going to be massive, guys. If he's able to show and he's willing to guide and give us a solid number that shows a significant improvement in terms of profitability, it is going to be massive for the stock. And obviously on the flip side there, guys, if it's not, and it looks like it's going to take a little bit longer than expected, and we're not going to see a big number by the end of this year, that right there could obviously have the exact opposite impact on the stock. Even if he's able to guide for the year afterwards that it's going to be big, and that right there is where they're going to see the huge profits move, Wall Street's not going to get behind it right now or anytime soon because of that. So you got to kind of keep that in mind, even though as a shareholder, I'd be just fine if he's like, hey, profits are going to look great this year, 2024, but 2025, we expect that to jump huge. I would be okay that. That right there would make me feel good and make me feel like, okay, it takes time to do what they're trying to do. Makes perfect sense. And so I'd be a happy shareholder, but I'm not Wall Street, and Wall Street doesn't care. They want to see something. They're willing to give maybe a quarter or two, maybe 3 quarters, but anything beyond that, they're not going to be willing to get behind the stock, at least not en masse like we want to see in order to really make significant moves in PayPal stock. You're not going to get it if that's the way he guides. So that guidance right there is the most critical piece to what we're going to see and how it's going to affect the stock. But of course, despite me just saying that, guys, I understand that Wall Street may have other plans altogether, and that leads me to the warning about PayPal stock, because it's something not a lot of folks are talking about, but it could have a massive impact, regardless of what that profitability number is, if Wall Street decides to take it in that direction. So that right there is the huge warning we're going to talk about next. And that is basically if Wall Street completely ignores everything we just talked about, they don't care about profitability, they decide they don't care about anything other than customer count, we could be in for a lot of pain with PayPal. It is stupid, it is dumb, it is beyond short-sighted of Wall Street, and they're basically ignoring what the CEO is saying at that stage. But I wouldn't put them past it either to care about something like customer count, because that's all anybody cared about with PayPal for, I guess, basically a decade now. But Alex is taking it in a completely different direction. But Wall Street gets dumb like this at times, and you have to plan for it. You have to recognize it. You have to understand it. I expect customer count to go down because they're going to get rid of all the crap, basically. And basically, long run, let's get rid of the crap. Let's make everything, products, services, offerings better and more profitable, and then bring customers back in. So it's kind of a longer play there, but this isn't like Meta. This isn't and Wall Street may be thinking it's going to be like Meta, where it's just an easy turnaround, where they're going to be able to, cut folks, cut jobs, but still continue customer growth and just get more profitable. If you're expecting that, that is not the type of turnaround that this team is trying to do. And unfortunately, we don't get a choice in terms of what Wall Street wants. They may want bigger profits and bigger customer counts. And if you can't do both, well, screw you. I'm sending your stock down. So that's why your plan is so important. And let me tell you guys my plan for PayPal stock. If I like what I hear on the call and the things that we discussed, not the stupid things Wall Street's going to care about, the things that we discussed, if I really, really like what that's going on and what they're doing and believe that they can execute to it, and Wall Street wants to get dumb, I'm going to be forced to buy more PayPal stock, even though I have plenty of PayPal stock. But it may be the best place for me to put capital to work at this time. Now, there's some other stocks there that have reported earnings recently that I'm definitely eyeing as well, because I don't know, again, Wall Street got dumb and it's going to look like easy money in due time. But right now, Wall Street's being dumb. So if they get done with PayPal too, man, it could really, really line me up for some buying over the next quarter if they decide to do that. So be patient, listen to the earnings call, do the analysis, and then see where PayPal fits in your plan. If it fits in your plan anymore to add, Wall Street may give you another chance. And make sure you take advantage of the Valentine's Day sale too and get your monthly membership before they go away if you want to take the completely revamped course whenever it comes out and see my buy and sell alerts in real time, see my complete watch list with price targets, be able to use our stock analyzer tool for free, be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8-figure Discord out there, and we have so much more coming, guys. Make sure you check out the pinned comment, take advantage of the sale before it goes away. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market, and click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.